this is where the suspension is an issue for me. And with Draymond Green, obviously fantastic player, in my opinion, Hall of Fame player. The numbers won't say anything, but his impact on the Warriors, his importance on the Warriors cannot be quantified by just the numbers. But the Warriors dynasty is in jeopardy right now. And the Warriors dynasty was in jeopardy even before we started this season. I said before the year started that the Warriors did not feel like a title contender. And then the year started, and it did not feel like a title contender. Had a couple good games here and there, and then Draymond suspended 5 games for the choke job on Rudy Gobert. They struggled while he's gone. He comes back, they play a little better here and there, whatever. And now the situation where he flails and he hits Jusuf Nurkic in the face, getting tied up with him, of course. And he's out indefinitely. And they made the right call. Because even if he says that he didn't mean to do that, here's the problem, Draymond. Even if I want to believe you, and I probably do believe you, you long lost the benefit of the doubt. You've long lost the benefit of the doubt because you've done so many shady things on the court through the years. This year alone, you've been ejected. You've been ejected out of 3 games this year alone. You know what I'm saying? So you lost benefit of the doubt there. And on top of that, you're hurting your team. Your team needs you. You're actually having a really good year this season when you're on the court. This is the worst part. Your team needs you right now. As recording, and I have to check it again, make sure I'm right. But the Warriors right now are, I think, number 11 in the Western Conference right now in the standings, which means right now, and granted, we are way too early in the year to be talking about this right now, but if the playoffs started today, the Warriors, the number 11, the 10-13 right now, lost 2 in a row. Playoffs started today, they are not in the playoffs. In fact, right now, they are 3 games behind for the 10th seed in the playing situation. Okay, with the Pelicans. Okay, and the Suns as well, and the Clippers. Okay, and that's before you lose Draymond Green. And not having Draymond Green is going to hurt you. So you might actually fall even further in the standings now as a result. Klay Thompson's not having a good year on top of that. Okay, so the whole load falls on Steph Curry again. So now the Warriors are in deep trouble now. What do? Do you go after a Pascal Siakam? Do you go after some pieces here to help the team in the event Draymond is gone for, 25, 30 games or even a year? Who knows? Because it's indefinite. We don't know. This can go anywhere. This is what sucks. Is now Draymond Green is hurting his team in ways where, if the dynasty was on borrowed time or on thin ice, this actual suspension might have killed it. Because the very fact that right now you're out of the play-in, you're 3 games out of the play-in right now, and then you lose Draymond Green. What now? And by the way, right behind you in the standings is the Grizzlies. Now, granted, the Grizzlies are what? They are 6-17, so it's still far back. But they're only 4 games behind you guys. Ja Morant will be back in another week or 2. And you got to figure that the Grizzlies, when Ja gets back, is going to improve a lot. So again, and this is in the Western Conference where even with Draymond, it's clear that Minnesota's better than you. Obviously, Denver's better than you, the best team in the Western Conference. I don't give a damn. They're number 4 in the West. It's still a better team. OKC's better. Dallas is probably better than you guys. The Lakers are better than you guys at this point. The Kings, in my opinion, are better than you guys. Okay? The Clippers, for all their issues, even though they won 5 in a row now, are probably still better than you guys right now. The Suns are better than you guys. So what are we doing here? So we are seeing the end of the Warriors. In fact, you can make the argument right now that last night ended the Warriors dynasty. You can make a real argument now that last night ended the Warriors dynasty because of Draymond's punch. Because what they need Draymond on the court. They need him. So if I'm the Warriors, I'm right now looking to make a move now, ASAP, to bolster the roster while Draymond's out. And unless Klay and Steph turn it on immediately, this season's done. And Klay Thompson's a free agent in July. And he wants to get paid a lot of money. And the Warriors are probably not going to do that because he hasn't played well this year. So he hasn't played up to the standard of what he's shown. Just, again, and I mentioned this I said this on the last podcast with Zach. Dynasties never end pretty. Look at every dynasty we've had in the NBA for the course of the last forever. I mean, really. I think the only one I can think of that really ended somewhat clean was the early Celtics in the 60s and 70s. And that only because guys were tired. Lakers dynasty didn't end that pretty. Pat Riley and Magic Johnson had that little infighting at the end. Pat Riley ended up leaving, retiring. The Bulls dynasty, the 90s didn't end well. You see that documentary on The Last Dance. It's all documented between Jerry Krause and Michael Jordan and all their issues, and Phil Jackson, all that. Kobe Shaq. Come on now. This Warriors dynasty is included in that. It never ends pretty. It never does. So, and this one is going the same route. They're getting older, they're getting younger. The pieces that we thought would be good or provide stewardship, to bolster, to help secure the core of Clay, Steph, and Draymond, not producing. Andrew Wiggins has been average the last year and a half. Kuminga, not good. All these pieces they had around them, not good. So Draymond not helping. He's now a detriment to the Warriors now going forward. And that's sad. Very sad.